Okay, this is my absolutely, positively first time being on this app. So, woo, congratulations to me for starting my first talk on wisdom. I'm so happy and grateful to have found this app and be able to start speaking and activating this throat chakra energy that I have been wanting to just really much deeper into. So here I am, and I'm so excited to talk today about a subject that came to me at the crack of dawn. First thing when I got up, this message came to me. So I decided to go ahead and speak on it because I feel like it's very, very important. So for all of you who have never met me before, my name is ESAIA Mystic. I'm a spiritual life coach, holistic wellness specialist, astrologer, and dark feminine embodiment guide. I help people to remove the unhealthy clash of masculine and feminine energy in their auras and energy field so that they can create peace, harmony, and really tap into their power in their love life, relationships, and lifestyle. So today we're going to be talking about how to be valued for your soul's truth. We are currently living in an era, in a matrix, in a system. And maybe some of us aren't, right? Some of us are not a part of the system. Some of us have completely detached and found our sovereignty, found our power within all of what is transpiring and has transpired within the past few years. However, right now is a very pivotal time in society and in life because we're being faced with an opportunity. We're being faced with an opportunity to either, one, continue to live in a mask, right? With a mask on. Continue to live hiding who it is that we truly are, what it is that we came here to do. We have an opportunity to choose whether we're going to keep that mask on or whether we are going to take it off and say, no, this is who I am. This is what you are going to see me as. And I am no longer going to live in the persona, in the mask, in the illusion of who I have been conditioned to believe that I am, and who society and everyone else who is subscribing to the mask expects me to be. Now I'm bringing up mask because the mask is so symbolic right now. The mask that everyone and all the entities and energies that are thriving within the matrix is conditioning and promoting us to subscribe to. And the mask is very symbolic. Number one, physically, the mask symbolizes the perspective that if we were to breathe in the air all around us, if we were to really take in and allow our breath to be inhaled and exhaled in our environment, that we would put ourselves in danger and other people in danger. That we would be a threat to society, that we would be a threat to our own lives. And then you have the perspective and the higher order truth and knowing that breathing And taking in the air of life, the oxygen of the air and life, symbolizes something far greater than the air that we think that we're breathing. The multiple, various gases that are all around us, filled with information for our bodies to digest. The air is symbolic of us being able to fuel and invigorate the fire and the flame of our soul and the spirit that our body lives within. So when we really understand what these masks are symbolically representing, then we can say and be able to take back the power of having the choice to whether we are going to choose to continue to wear the mask, or whether we are going to choose to take that mask off and live and be who it is that we truly are. And this is something that we are all being asked to make a choice about. And maybe at some point before we made a choice on it, maybe at some point we had already went through a certain level of this, but now we're being called to step into a higher level of authority, of authenticity, of real and true and rawness around who it is that we really are. So now is the time to choose. We have the opportunity to choose to take the mask off and live in who it is that we are authentically and truly. And for some of us, it's going to be a process in unraveling who that really is. Who is really that person? Because for a lot of us, it's been decades, it's been years that we have been conditioned to accept, I have to be this way to live, to survive. I have to be this way so that I can make my money. I can have to be this way so that people will like me and that I can be in relationships. I have to be this way so that, I just have to be this way. And because we've all, to a certain degree, at some point in our life, felt that we've had to step outside of who we really are and maintain this personality that isn't really us. But we felt we've had to maintain this personality because if we were to actually be all of who we are and embodied in our true soul essence, that we wouldn't be able to survive. We wouldn't be able to make money or receive in abundance. We wouldn't be able to have the relationships and the love life that we want. We wouldn't be able to pretty much exist. And maybe those things aren't told to us on a conscious level. Maybe those things aren't directly said to us, but it can be felt. It can be felt in the conversations that are had, in the focus that our attention is gravitated towards within this matrix and within the system that says you have to live this way in order to pretty much be valued. And we're coming out of that. And right now is a time where we are entering into a whole new level of existence, a whole new paradigm shift to where our energy has to rise because the earth and all of humanity is calling for it. No more can we have one foot in and one foot out of our ascension. No more can we know who it is that we feel that we are have these thoughts and all of these feelings and all of these things going on internally, but yet externally, we continue to subscribe to and operate in a way that says, I don't believe in myself enough to make that full and complete transition. So we're coming out of that time. The time is over and done where the personality is going to be enough to maintain and sustain relationships, what we do on a day-to-day basis for our money and receiving. It's not enough anymore. Now is the time that we are being called to reclaim our soul, because there are beings out here that will claim it for you if you do not. And instead of liberating that soul, what they'll do is they'll put a lock and some chains and all kinds of funky debris and aroma and all kinds of stuff to it, so you cannot even recognize yourself when you look in the mirror. So walking into your soul's truth, embodying your soul's truth, being all of who you are, what does that look like? How does that happen? How do you truly embody your soul? Well, it's gonna start with you recognizing where you are engaging with your personality while at the same time denying your soul. Because a lot of people are operating through their personality, but their personality has a complete dissonance and disconnection from who it is that they truly are. And that's what ultimately creates the issues in society when it comes to mental health, when it comes to our relationship health, when it comes to our receivership and how comfortable we feel in receiving. Everything has to do with this principle of being completely one with who you are in soul. So are you integrated in your personality with your soul? And this is where we can get to have the beautiful and juicy and profound discussion of masculine and feminine energy, and how those two energies have so much to do with the integration of both of these things. Because when we talk about the soul is a deep reflection of the waters of all of existence. The soul is a reflection of the psychic energy that lives within all of us. And we can tap into that psychic energy through understanding the element of water, and how water is the embodiment, is the memory of our soul. So the soul represents the feminine, the water, the emotion, the memory. And the personality represents the ego, the fire, the masculine, the extroversion, the things that are actually being projected out into the light. And the soul represents the depths and the darkness that comes from being and going within. And right now, people have accepted the light. They have accepted the extroversion. They live within the extroversion. They live within the expression of the masculine. But are they integrated with their soul? Is that personality, is that ego, is that masculine energy within you, are you using that to honor your feminine energy? And this can be said whether you are a man or a woman. You can ask yourself this question. The masculine represents the energy that gets to honor the feminine. The masculine represents the energy that gets to protect the feminine. And the feminine represents the energy that puts you into your power, into your alignment. But both of these things must be integrated and one with each other to say that they are complete. Because if I'm always holding everything within me, and I'm always in this deep place of darkness and introspection and feeling, and I never bring that out into the world, what is that? What is that? No one will ever get to see me. No one will ever get to know me. No one will ever get to experience the abundance of me. And this is something that is reflected in both of these energies, in both man and woman. The expression that we have the power to bring out within the both of us. But I'm asking you as individuals, are you integrated? Are you whole? Are you one? Because as of right now, what's being called for is that the soul be brought into complete honor and integration with what is being expressed out into this world. Right now, what is being asked for of the star seeds, of the magicians, of the magical women and men, of the ascended light beings, and all of these different names for what I like to call sacred souls. You are being asked to be fully integrated and fully present in all of who you are. So in your personality, in your day-to-day experiences, are you really embodying everything about yourself? Or are you saying, oh no, I can't talk about that. Oh no, I can't. They're not going to understand. Oh no, I can't. I have to keep hiding. I have to keep pretending. I'm not even that smart. Like, I'm not even that knowledgeable. So I can't say anything. I can't say anything. Are you still doubting the potency that you have on this earth? So that's what's being asked of you right now. What's being asked of you right now is for you to fully embrace and accept that you haven't experienced and you haven't been prepared and you haven't went through all that you have went through and grown in the ways that you have grown for you to keep yourself bottled up and one foot, like I said earlier, 1 foot in and 1 foot out of who you truly are. Because if you keep doing that, you're going to keep attracting relationships that aren't fully aligned. You're going to keep attracting situations that's gonna want to activate that in you, right? We call it negativity and negative experiences and all of these issues and problems. No, something is being called to rise within you. Something is being called to be released from you so that you can rise. What are those things? You know what they are. I don't have to tell you. You already know what they are. And you already know who you are. So I'm going to ask you, when are you going to decide that you are going to no longer be in relationships because of the fun of the personality of the relationship, the personality of the people, when you know deep in your soul that things just don't resonate. When you know in your soul that this energy does not resonate. Yes, it's fun to be around. Yes, it's good for the moment, or maybe it might satisfy my ego for the moment. But how do I feel on a soul level? And if I want to really experience the power and bliss that comes from being in that alignment, when am I going to make the choice to be fully embodied in that and say, this is what I believe, this is who I am, and I love myself, and guess what? I love you too. However, going forward, I'm only attracting people that have also made that decision to be fully embodied and one with their soul and in honor of their soul. Because it is very normal now in today's age to not be aligned and integrated with your soul and with what your soul is asking for. You know what's normal today? Narcissism, being narcissistic, being disconnected from the soul, letting the ego take over and run and leave the soul to wither and suffer and deny itself to the point where I don't even know if I have a soul at this point. All of the things that I've, just numbed myself to. So going forward in this new paradigm, the true wealth and the true love and the true abundance is coming through this alignment. It's coming through this deep, deep appreciation for what the feminine has to offer when she is connected to the soul once again. And she's not this superficial being, right? This superficial, disconnected being that represents what? All of the lightness and all of the things that make femininity feel good and that makes femininity feel appeasing to the ego. But what about the deep and dark and mysterious and sometimes destructive feminine energy? What about the deep and, even somewhat disturbing things that we can find when we decide to do that deep self-reflection and listen to the truth of who we really are is saying? What happens then? Well, at that point, either you, again, deny, or you honor that truth, or you honor what is coming in and emerging from you. And you say, yes, this is who I am. And going forward, I understand that the true love and abundance and harmony in my life is going to come from this place, which is unlimited, overflowing, abundant. And it is the source of my well-being in every area of my life. But I can't do that if I'm lying to myself. I can't do that if I am not willing to go there, not willing to respect that place and that space. I can't do that if I am expressing and in my light and honoring the masculine of this world, and I have not yet integrated that energy with my feminine. It's all a necessary occurrence for all of us in this time and in this era and in this age. Is what is being called for from everyone. So be embodied, be fully embodied, because that is the way forward. That is the way to become and to be embodied and to attract and magnetize. It's not enough to script. It's not enough to have affirmations. It's not enough to think the thoughts, but not feel the feelings, all of them, and accept them and where they are guiding you to. It's not enough if you cannot trust that you are a divine being, you are an extension of a powerful and omnipotent force of this universe, and there is something much greater at play, that you came here, you chose to come here to be a part of and fulfill. And so what they want to do, this matrix, this system, is they don't want you to recognize that. And they want you to be in a state of inertia. They don't want you to merge the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine within you. Because what that means is that basically you've achieved the twin flame union that everyone keeps talking about on YouTube and stuff. You have achieved the real twin flame union, right? It's very externalized right now. And a lot of things around masculine and feminine energy have been distorted currently, because the reason for that is this masculine and feminine energy represents the divine order of life. Yin and yang teaches us how to be in the ultimate balance and one with all of existence. It teaches us how to live in divine truth and bring about justice into our reality. Peace, love, and harmony onto the earth. And so this isn't by coincidence. And it is important for you, my beautiful divine feminine beings, and my strong sacred masculine, to understand how important this integration is. Not within another, not externally, but within yourself first, so that you can evoke and call and rise the beings and the essence of unity, of oneness, of peace and power in all things that meet you. So if you want to be valued for who you really are, it's time for you to start acting like who you really are matters. And that you are the most powerful being on this earth. Not a man in the clouds. Not any of these deities or astrology signs or planets that people be talking about. And I love astrology. It's my first love. But in my own journey, I had to realize that astrology was a tool. The planets were a tool. The goddesses and the deities were energies and reflection of me. They're there to teach me about myself and call that energy out of me so that I can walk and talk and move like the goddess that I am. That is why these entities and these deities and all of the things in the spiritual world and community exist. It is for you and your own resurrection into your power and your godlike being. So remember that. This world is here for you to be fully embodied in your soul's essence. And from this day forward, that is how you are going to move, walk, talk, and express all of who you are. We don't have any more time for the foolishness. We don't have any more time for the fear. We don't have any more time for the doubt. We don't have any more time for the narcissistic ego and the insecure, empath. I guess that's the matching term for the opposite of a narcissist. We want to be fully integrated, and we want to be fully embodied, and we want to be one with who it is that we truly are. So, my loves, I want to thank you very, very much for joining me in this talk, in this session. Again, this was my first time. I plan on doing these talks residually. So if you are interested, you can follow me on Instagram at ESAIA Mystic. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at ESAIA Mystic. And you can also find me on Clubhouse. My name is also ESAIA Mystic on there. So, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I got the chance to be on here. If you feel called, I am also going to invite you into a 6-month container that is going to be starting on February 22nd of 2020, called the Lilith Code. And the Lilith Code is designed to help you integrate fully into your sacred masculine and feminine energy and come into complete integration with your soul so that you can manifest and create the life that you desire in the relationships of your dreams. So if you feel called to that, make sure you send me a message and we can talk further. So I did see that someone requested to join, and I will open some space for that. If anyone would like to come on and share or ask a question, feel free to request to join. And I'll be here to speak with you. And if not, I am going to end this call. So I'll wait a minute or so. If anyone would like to come on and say anything or share or add to this beautiful channeling, feel free to press the little snoring kitty right next to me. Okay, well, I guess nobody wants to come on. So, with that being said, I appreciate you all, and make sure you follow me on all my social media, and I will talk to you guys again in my next wisdom chat. Okay, my loves, have a beautiful day. Be well. Peace.